Someone was asking me how I fertilise and feed all my plants. This is it. When I clean the filters out of my pond, put the dirty green water, just full of nitrogen, just the main nutrient that plants need to grow. Your NPK rating on your plant foods: nitrogen, potassium, phosphate. I make all my own compost. It's about ready. It's looking nice. It's a bit dry though, as we've been in a heat wave for like 12 days or something now. And then my worms, the worm bin, get the comfrey out of the way. Comfrey's ultimate nitrogen fixer. Huge tap roots, buries down, digs up the minerals, and just rip it up, put it in the compost bin. And all the food scraps goes in here. Worms break it all down. Take this lid off. Just scrap in there. It needs sorting out really. And juices. This is the ultimate fertiliser. I can water that right down when it's nice and black. 10 to 1, that's all you need. Some organic, natural fertiliser. Probably can't be classed as fully organic because some of the fruit and vegetables that go in this bin aren't fully organic. Eventually, when I'm growing it all myself, it will be. So that's it. Fish poo water, some good compost, some worm castings, and worm pee. That's it. That's all you need to grow all your greens. I've never bought any bottled fertiliser. Just chop and drop. I've let the garden grow like a jungle. All the weeds just get pulled out, shoved in the compost bin. You know, our eyes are designed to seek out colour in a jungle of green. One of the few animals that can see colour, because that's what we want. It's called in fish poo water though. Pooey. Then I take my compost and sieve out the bigger chunks of wood and just end up with that. Beautiful. It's full of broken down bits of wood. All the black comes from the rotting plants, nitrogen. Beautiful compost. It smells fresh. Oh, it smells clean. All them good bacterias. And then all the bits that I sieve out, they've already coated in the good bacteria, beneficial bacteria, to start the next compost pile off. Inoculate it with the right bacteria. And then it gets switched from bin to bin. That's it. You want as much organic matter in your compost as possible. That'll help hold all the microorganisms you need to grow your food. There's the wormies. You can also do these big juicy ones. Take them down and feed the fish. Come on, fish. they'll find it. There's all my worms doing the business, eating the bacteria. They don't eat the actual food. If they did, you wouldn't be able to get it out the floor. That's where worms live. There's all my dad's eggshells that was in the compost bucket from the kitchen. That's smashing up and mixing with the next batch of compost. A bit of calcium. That's black gold, as they call it. That's what you need for organic gardening. This poor bugger. Oh, full of maggots. There. Chuck them in the compost bin. Cover that up with all the scraps. Got some food waste out of the kitchen from yesterday. Get up early before the sun comes up. Just touching the house. Give the plants a drowning, make sure it's soaked it up. Don't know if you can hear what's going off, but there's a pub. That building there. England playing Colombia. Something's just gone off, somebody's scored. When you're making your compost, what you're doing is imitating the nature and the forest floor. So when nature takes over, trees and weeds and everything grow and fall, all the organic matter falls to the ground, and every year just builds up and builds up and builds up. So that's what you want to be doing with your grow beds. I'm not going to disturb it, but this is sleeper depth there, and then it's buried down, dug down should I say, another 6 to 8 inches, which is packed full of twigs and branches. I put all different food scraps in there and stuff. Then my compost that I made in my bin. So what you want to be doing in your compost bins is speeding up what would happen in nature. Chop it down into small pieces, keep turning it, keep it wet, keep a good combination of green matter with brown matter. Eventually it'll all turn to black goodness. That's very twiggy, it needs turning, or sieving, and the rest of it's ready. This year's crop starting to flower. Some purple potato flowers, white ones, little purpley ones, little hoverflies. Tomatoes going for it this year already. When you're growing these in a greenhouse, you're going to flick them. Make sure they, I think they self-fertilise. So because they don't get much wind in the greenhouse, you want to knock them. Make sure the pollen spreads about. So I think if the heads close up and fall off, it's when they're not pollinated. So the more you flick them, the more tomatoes you'll get. Here's where I usually grow my tomatoes. It's taking ages. It's been super hot in this greenhouse though. Middle of the heat wave. It's been going on 12 odd days, 13 days. So the ones outside are doing much better. Yeah.